Here we are. Good morning, everyone. Today is warm-up day 53, I think. It is Wednesday, and it's slightly overcast today in Brooklyn. Welcome to everybody who's joining me today or will join me. So today is going to be maybe a little different than typical warm-ups. I was just having the inspiration to do a sort of choose your own adventure warm-up. So I'm going to be suggesting some things and sort of naming the umbrella headings, as Kristen would always say, of the work, and then I'll suggest some things that you might do, and then you get to choose what you want to do for that part of the warm-up. And I'll be giving you thoughts and pitches and phrases and vocalizations, things like that. But you get to do what you want. So you might come to the floor. Me too, Midori. Me too. So I might be standing and rolling my head and neck as we're freeing vibrations, but you might decide to come to the floor and roll your head from side to side. I might be dropping down and up my spine, and you might choose to be bouncing the vibrations through your body. So we'll see how that goes. I have no idea. I've tried this before in my classes, and it seems to go fairly well, but I've never done it online like this. So today is a choose your own adventure warm-up. So let's get started. Or I guess the choose your own adventure is you don't have to start now if you don't want to, but I'm going to get started. So join me in your space, wherever you're working in. So I'm going to start standing, and you can start however you want to. And the first thing that we're going to do is become physically aware of our bodies. So physical awareness and relaxation. So here's some thoughts that you can try out. So in order to relax a muscle, we have to stretch muscles, right? So you can stretch and relax your muscles. You can walk through the space with an awareness of your bones, letting the bones be your support structure. You can pat down the skin of your body to wake it up, and then massage the muscle to loosen and soften, and then shake off the bones. That's another way that you might do that. You can also rotate the elbows forward, float them up, float the wrists, float the hands, right? You can be dropping down and up through your spine. So there are many, many ways that you can become physically aware and relax the muscles of your body. So now choose something, and I'm going to do something myself, and you can feel free to follow me if you want to, or do whatever you want to do. So I'm feeling the need right now to stretch and yawn my body. And whatever you're choosing to explore in this physical awareness and relaxation, it is a mindful endeavor. Which is just to say that if you've yawned and stretched a few thousand times in your life, you don't go on to mindless autopilot. You might even have some attention, bring some attention to your breath. And allow your breath to help to stretch or relax your body by breathing into any places that feel tight, that feel less accessible. And again, for anyone just joining us, today is a choose your own adventure warm-up. So I'm going to be suggesting some things, giving you the outline of the tenets of a warm-up, and then you get to choose within that umbrella heading what you want to do. And I'll be doing something, and you can just do what I do, or you could do something else. So continuing for a few more moments in our physical awareness and relaxation, it's a really good idea to bring attention to your bones at some point, finding a long spine, letting your skeleton be your support structure, and at some point, letting the outer layers of muscles in your body soften and release to gravity. So however you do that, standing or on the floor. Just a few more moments here. It's also not a bad idea, as I'm starting to feel the need to do, to get some energy going. Good morning, Tess. Tess, we're doing a choose your own adventure warm-up. So I'm going to be naming the tenets, naming the umbrella headings of the warm-up, and you get to choose whatever you want to do within that umbrella heading to warm yourself up. So I'm finding the need right now to get some energy flowing in my body. So I'm coming into a loose jog, but you might feel the need to stretch and yawn, pat down the skin of your body to wake it up. Oops. Morning, Andrea. Physical awareness and relaxation. And I need some energy. All right, in the next few breaths or so, bring yourself back to stillness. And if you're just joining and you need a few more moments on it, take your time. And be aware and register whatever it is that you are doing, what it's done for you, how it's changed you from a few minutes ago to this moment. Stand there with that awareness. And now we're moving to breath, to really bringing our attention to our breath. And I would encourage you to let your lips part and track your breath. There's not a lot of variation in this part. It's tracking your breath. It's softening your belly, picturing the breath coming in and out through soft open lips, dropping into your middle, into the center of the dome of the diaphragm, which drops down as the breath comes in and releases up as the breath releases out of you on tiny little F sounds. But again, you can explore this on the floor if you'd like. You can explore this standing. You could explore this in a folded leaf, on your back, in a squat if you'd like, sitting down. But bring all of your attention onto your everyday natural rhythm of breathing. Always immediately relaxing the belly after each outgoing breath, waiting for a new impulse. Feeding your medium sigh of breath. Feel how that's different. Feel how that moves you even more. Your belly, maybe your ribs get a bit more of this. Maybe you can feel it in your lower back. Again, that medium sigh. That breath is really moving you in 3 dimensions. And now feed in that big one, the deep down sigh of relief on breath. And really be aware of that 3-dimensionality of how breath moves you. One more time, feed in that deep down sigh of breath. And it's pure relief. Go back to the medium. Back to the everyday little breaths. Now, if your eyes are closed, let let your eyes open to see the space. If you're on the floor, you'll be looking at what's above you. If you're standing, you can see what's around you. And just allow your eyes to pick up something that's outside of you and breathe in whatever that is into your middle. And then breathe back out to whatever it is you see. And perhaps that outgoing breath, as small as it is filled with some feeling which is in response to whatever it is you're taking in, whatever it is you're seeing. Or maybe you don't feel that connection yet. Perhaps it really is just breath, and you're seeing something and they're disconnected at the moment, and that's okay too. But as you let your eyes just find something new with each breath, really taking into your consciousness that you're breathing in what's outside of you into the inside of you. And that changes you. That does something to you. And whatever it does to you, that follows. It takes a ride on the outgoing breath. And you release that back out into the world. So it's no longer, or it might no longer just be air. But that the outgoing breath is an expression of you in this moment, in these moments. And now continuing to take in whatever it is that you can see, and you can certainly feel free to move around. You can walk about and take it in. But now letting the outgoing breath turn to sound. Ha. 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 And now a double. Ha ha. Ha ha. And again. Ha ha. The outgoing touch of sound, or double touch of sound, ha ha, is an expression of what you feel. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Now close your eyes. Transfer whatever it is you were seeing outside to inside, and let that be an internal dialogue. And now with me, ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. You want to start to drop down your spine, you can do that. Ha ha. You can stay standing. Ha ha. Ha. Picturing whatever it is you saw outside. Ha. 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 If you just drop down, you can start to come back up. Ha. 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 And now speak it. Ha ha. Speak it with the same ease as when you were in dialogue with me. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. And now let it turn into, with that deep down sigh, like a fountain of vibrational relief that comes all the way through your body and all the way up through your head and neck and out the top of your skull. And now if you're on the floor, then you can just picture that running through you like a river of sound. And if you're standing, it's like a fountain or a geyser of vibrational relief. Ha. Ha ha. And now we've come to those initial vibrations that touch a sound. Now what we need to do is to free vibrations through our body. So you've got many options here. You can shake the vibrations from your belly and thump them through your chest, and then eventually bring them to a hum at your lips. If you're on the floor, you could rock the vibrations through your body. You could come into a diagonal stretch. You could shake the vibrations through your knees. You could bounce them through your pelvis. You could even bounce them as you stand. You could take walks through the spaces we've done before, but find whatever it is that might interest you today, and you can switch on the fly, but I'm going to give you some thoughts, and I'll be doing some things. And now we're going to free vibrations through our body. First on an open sigh. Feeling free to change whatever it is you're doing as you stay in dialogue with me. Now adding the hum to that. So that whole thought, in the diagonal stretch, the knee shakes, the pelvic bounce, standing up, bouncing through your body, bouncing through your shoulder blades, whatever it is that might free more vibrations through your body today. And if you are on the floor, I would encourage you to switch sides, change it up, get it through your hip sockets, your side body, your legs. Now change that flutter through your lips. So you're loosening through your lips and loosening it through some part of your body that you find it needs it. And And I'm going to make my way down into a squat and then to the ground, but you can stay standing or you can join me, or maybe you're already there. I'm going to come to all fours, but you can do whatever it is you want to do. I'm going to start to just give a bit more attention to my spine. And whatever you've chosen on this part of your adventure, your warm-up adventure, picturing the vibrations reverberating, resonating, loosening through whatever part of your body that you're exploring right now. And you can stay on that lip flutter. You can change it to and I've taken, I have a ticket for my hum train, and you might too, or maybe you didn't get a ticket for the hum train today, so maybe you're on your back, maybe you're standing. And if you are taking a trip on the hum train, picturing the vibrations beginning in your tailbone, traveling through your arching spine, and then releasing out of your mouth. And then whatever you're doing, let it come back to stillness, let it yourself relax. And now I hear a lot of dinging, so I just want to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. There we go. So now I'm going to come onto my back, onto the floor. You can stay standing, but now we've freed vibrations through our bodies, and now we need to free our channel, our jaw, our tongues, our soft palates. So the first thing we're going to do is to come into our jaws and to attend and tend to whatever that your jaw needs today. Our jaws. So you might massage into the masseters, the temporalis, the muscles. And you can do that in many ways. Use the fingertips, the heels of your hands, the knuckles. But really starting to loosen and soften your jaw. And again, you can do this standing, you can do this on your back, you can do this seated if you want to. Thinking of the jawbone being like a heavy weight. And it's just hanging from the hinge up by your ears. And then take a hold of your jaw, feet in the side, from your pelvic floor, all the way up through your torso, up and over the roof of your mouth, and shake your jaw loose. Keep going, loosening your jaw. And then let your jaw go. Feet in a sigh and feel how your jaw is loose, your sigh is free. Now we're going to free our tongue. So you have many options here. If you're on the floor like I am, you might come into a diagonal stretch and feet in a sigh, stretch and relax your tongue twice. If you are standing, you might stretch your body out as you stretch and relax your tongue. You might be in a squat, and you might be flexing and pointing your foot as you stretch and relax your tongue. So there are many, many ways that you can stretch and relax your tongue. But now, feet in a sigh. I'm going to come to a diagonal stretch myself. Feet in a sigh through a smiling animal roar, a wide horizontal yawn, all the way down to your hip sockets. You could even do this in your side stretches. Just thought of that one. And then stretch and relax your tongue. As you sigh out, stretch and relax your tongue. Yawn in. And wherever you may be physically in space, you're always sighing out through a wide animal roar yawn over the roof of your mouth, and then stretch and relax your tongue to prove and get it out of the way. Come to the other side if you're in the diagonal stretch, or if you're doing the side stretches, come to the other side, or if you're stretching your body, stretch another part of your body. If you're in the squat, come to the other leg. And now you're going to loosen the middle of your tongue. I'm going to bring my feet back up over my belly. I'm going to shake one of my knees in and away from my belly to loosen my tongue. If you're standing, you might shake the tongue loosening through your body. You might come into a folded leaf. You might come into all fours and shake it through your spine. But now find some way that you can loosen the middle of your tongue and loosen another part of your body. And I'm also going to loosen my neck from side to side, my head from side to side. So I'm loosening in my neck, loosening in my tongue, and loosening in another part of my body, which happens to be my hip socket. I'm going to exchange my knees. If you want to, find a different part of your body to loosen. that go. And again, loosen your tongue. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Slide your tongue a bit forward and sigh. He. He-ya-ya-ya. Now, if you're on your back like I am, you could clasp your hands behind your head, lift your head up, long neck here, he-ya-ya-ya, and sigh through your knees. And they can stay on the ground, or your feet can come off the ground and sigh through your knees. He-ya-ya-ya. If you're in a folded leaf, or you could come to a folded leaf, then just let that he-ya-ya-ya drop to the ground, drop to gravity. He-ya-ya-ya. And if you're standing, just let your head drop slightly forward. Yeah. And let your head rock gently from side to side. Yeah. Belly free, neck free. Yeah. Yeah. Let your neck come back to stillness. And sigh. La 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 ma ma ma. La 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 ma ma ma. Now we're going to come and wake up and open our soft palate. So many ways you can do this. You could float your knees up over your belly and extend your legs out to the side. Maybe first one, then the other, and then both. And as you breathe in and out on a whispered ka, flex and point your foot. You could, which I'll do now, gently come into a squat, extend one leg out to the side, and as you breathe in and out on a whispered ka, flex and point that foot. Or if you're still standing, you could breathe in and out on a whispered ka as you stretch your body out in all directions, as if you're stretching out through a sort of elastic band, stretchy, whatever, I don't know. But I'm going to stay in the squat here, but feel free to now breathe in and out on a whispered ka and really open your soft palate and maybe flex and point some part of your body or stretch. Exchange legs if you're exploring your legs. Now, you're going to breathe in on a whispered ka, call a high on sound vibration, and stretch or relax your tongue twice. If you're standing, you'll breathe in on a ka, wave, call a high, stretch or relax your tongue, and wave across an imaginary lake or to a friend that's across an imaginary plaza. If you're in the squat, you can breathe in on the ka, shift your weight over to the other side, call a high, stretch and relax your tongue as you point and flex the feet. Or, if you're on your back, just let this come through one leg, out the other, and point and flex your foot as you stretch and relax your tongue. Whatever you want to do. And if all those options were overwhelming, you could just watch me for what I'm doing. And if this is getting too high for you, you can just go lower in pitch as I go higher in pitch, or find whatever pitch range works for you. If you're in the squat, bring your foot into the middle of the squat. If you're on your back, let your knees just float over your belly. And if you're standing, just come to relaxation, come to stillness. And again, loosen your tongue. If you want to come up your spine, now you can float your tailbone to the sky, walk your feet underneath you, and again, loosen your tongue. Or maybe you want to stay seated, and you can do that, or come to a seated position. I'm going to come up to standing. About 3 tongue loosenings is going to bring me up to standing through my spine. Either coming all the way up or coming to a seated position, cross-legged or on your knees. And sigh, ma. Now we freed our channels of our tongues, our jaws, and our soft palates. And now we're going to wake up and warm up our lower resonators. So, lengthening your neck up and back, or you can just stay where you're at and just think down through your open throat, through a wide open chest, a huge cavernous torso, to the depths of your pelvic floor. And you can lay your hands on your chest, in whatever configuration suits you, and sigh up through your chest. Now you might just stay with the feeling of vibrations in the bones of your chest, but you might start to take on or add to this some sort of image, which might be a color. If so, it's probably dark and rich. If it's an image, it might be something open, cavernous, spacious, like a cave, like a tuba, like a wide open pit, the earth. And if it's a quality, it might have something spacious, it might have something dark, wherever your mind goes. And it might be an emotional quality, an emotional color. And if you want that to be enveloped in your chest resonance, so be it. Or maybe it's just sound right now. Maybe it's just resonance. Now come up on your neck. I hope you can all still see me. My video has cut out, so just let me know, everyone, if you can't see me. My video has just cut out again. It happened yesterday. I hope you can. So now we're going to find our mouth resonators. And now you might stay just in touch with the feeling of resonance in your mouth, or it might start to take on some emotional quality, a color, a feeling, an image, maybe something like a wide field, a prairie or a plains. Whatever comes to you. And now find your teeth resonance. He. He. in, it might already start to turn into an image or a color, which will probably be something brighter. It might be something very directed. It might be something sharp or exciting or bubbly. He. 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 Come back to your mouth. Ha. Come back to your chest. Ha. Now you're going to come from the chest, whatever that is. If it's a color, if it's an image, if it's open space, from that resonator to whatever color or image or feeling is in your mouth resonator, to whatever color, image, feeling is in your teeth resonator. So it will go on many pulses of breath. Here we go. And now from teeth to mouth to chest, whatever those resonators mean to you this morning. If you haven't done that, let's do that now. Now come up on your neck and blend those three resonators on a hey. Hey, hey, hey. Now many things you could do here in your choose your own adventure. Choose your own blending hey. You could shake that hey, call that hey down a limb. You could shake it into your body. You could bounce it through your knees. If you're on the floor, you could come into a diagonal stretch, bounce it through your pelvis, or shake it through your knees. So many ways that you can now free that hey, that blended, resonant chest, mouth, and teeth hey. Hey! 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 You might even choose to swing it through your body, through your arms, to the sides, forward and back, or any other swing that might suit you. And I'm going to do one, and you can answer me back. Hey, 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 last one. Hey, arms out. Call from your middle, out through your arms, through your fingertips. Hey. Feel that sense of expansion, of resonance, radiating outward. Slowly let your arms come down, 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 but keep that sense of expansion and resonance and radiance. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. open, you can close your eyes, but now bring your attention inward and feel your body. Feel your resonant body, how it feels, how you feel physically, mentally, emotionally. And in whatever language is most comfortable for you, say, I feel, and however it is you feel right now. I feel buzzy. And maybe something else that you feel. I feel light. And maybe one more thing. I feel lifted. And now, because this is your choose your own adventure warm-up, do whatever you want right now, whatever it is. Speak a few lines of text, sigh, just stand there and feel what this is like. Open your eyes and see your room, but take a moment to do whatever it is that you would like to do to finish your warm-up for today. Eventually letting that come to its organic conclusion. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you can still see me. These past 2 days, I'm about 40 minutes in. The video seems to just cut off. So I hope you could see me through that whole thing. Oh, yeah, so I see now you can. Oh, good, Mary, swing away. Yes, yes, Mary, and I noticed my quads were engaging in that, so I had to release my quads. So I hope you all enjoyed this Choose Your Own Adventure warm-up. Let me know, what you got out of it, what you liked, what you didn't like, any ways that could be improved. I often find, at least for those of you, for me, who've done these exercises for many years, certainly not as many as other people. Sometimes it's nice just to follow your impulses, but still having the structure and the framework of the warm-up. So I hope you enjoyed that Choose Your Own Adventure, and I wish you all the best. I'll see you tomorrow.